You've got one chance left. 2022 is your last chance, your last hope of changing this government and stopping the move of the socialists. One chance. They always said it would happen quickly, and it did. It took less than 100 days to change America. Less than 100 days to take us down from that shining city on the hill. We knew the Trojan horse was hiding someone other than moderate Joe Biden. But now we know for sure that the Biden who has emerged, once a centrist, has embraced full-on socialism. Should any of you be doubting Thomas's Wednesday night speech before the joint session of Congress was proof positive of Biden's intent to move our nation from capitalism to socialism. The man who delivered the message was weak and frail, seemingly stilted and fragile, with none of the energy of a radiant Reagan, the charisma of a Clinton, the sass of a Bush, the eloquence of an Obama, nor the full-on patriotism of a Trump. The message was simple. America is in an existential crisis, and only money will get us out of it. The price tag? Astronomical. $6 trillion. He plans to spend more than the nation's debt. So now, in Biden's America, government will take care of you from cradle to grave. A massive government system to fix an America in crisis. Biden will tax us and create a system of caregivers, enhanced Obamacare, licensed and unionized caregivers, free education, affordable caregivers, 2 years of universal preschool, and 2 years of free community college. But you have to ask yourself, if Joe really cares that much about children, he said, quote, any country that out-educates us is going to out-compete us. Well, I guess he's good with other countries out-competing us, because here we are, 100 days in, and all public schools are still not open, as he promised there would be.
Our schools can be open by the end of my first 100 days. That's right. We'll look to have schools open in 100 days.
He admits that even though the U.S. accounts for less than 15% of carbon emissions worldwide, he wants to join the global fight and the Paris Climate Accord to help reduce the rest of the world's 85% and throw in our money to help make them do it. Make sense to you? And when AOC is excited about Joe Biden's plan, it's time to watch out.
Biden administration and President Biden has definitely exceeded expectations that progressives had. I'll be frank, I think a lot of us expected a much more conservative administration.
Joe has a plan for our cars. The cars of the future will not be using gas. They will be electric cars. Why? Well, the vast majority of batteries used in electric cars are made in China. You figure it out. And in the meantime, it will become slowly impossible to get gas for your gas-powered vehicles. It's already more than $4 a gallon in New York City. And get ready for that summer vacation you waited so long for. But by the way, did Joe say if it's okay to go out of town on the 4th of July? But Joe, he says he's focused on rooting out systemic racism. But one man, a leading voice in race relations, begs to differ.
America is not a racist country.
It's curious how Joe wants to end the, quote, exhausting war over immigration. His solution? A pathway to citizenship and finding out why illegals want to flee their home country. This, while almost 10 million Americans are out of work. This failure to protect the border creates a fiscal budget deficit that will never go away. Besides offering employment opportunities for drug cartels, for smugglers, and for human traffickers. The family plan is the opposite of our American dream. It's putting Washington in the middle of your family. The repeated reference by President Biden that some of our laws are worse than Jim Crow does nothing but create resentment and build on discrimination. And police officers constantly being bombarded and accused of being racist makes it almost impossible to create a safe future for our children and grandchildren. As cops demonized and demoralized, retired and quit, our cities will be left safe. There is nothing happening here, though, that hasn't happened before. Any student of world history will tell you how socialism begins, how it takes over, and what happens next. I don't know about you, but I don't want government in the middle of my family, my health care, my education, or anything else. I don't want my grandchildren being taught that they live in a racist nation founded on bigotry. I don't want my children or anyone else apologizing for the color of their skin. God made me the way I am, and I sure as hell am not sorry for that. And I don't want you to tell me that I have to take an Amtrak train and not an airplane because you think I should or because it reminds you of your good old days. I want to go forward in time, not backwards. I don't like your telling me I shouldn't eat a burger. Go tell China or India to take care of their carbon emission problems and stop punishing me for what they're doing and then making me pay for it. And you don't tell me anything about my gun or my magazine because you know it's none of your damn business. And if you agree with me and you don't like the socialist nonsense and the hate, divisiveness, and the dependence on government and taxation through the roof, and you want to go back to being an American in the true sense of the word, you've got one chance left. 2022 is your last chance, your last hope of changing this government and stopping the move of the socialists. One chance of actually living the life that we bargained for in the land of the free and the home of the brave, the United States of America.